Hello, everybody. My name is Jen Messer, aka the Snarky Siren, in case you don't know me. I wanted to come on today and talk to you about a 30-day social media push. Before we get started, though, I want to let you know that I don't have my iPad over here, so I probably will not be able to see comments until after the live. So therefore, I'm going to run through the info that I have for you. If you see me looking down, that's because I've got my handy dandy notes over here. After this live, I will publish these notes into our Google Drive so that everybody has access to them. So, today we're going to talk about doing a 30-day social media push. What does that mean? How does it build stamina? How does it help your brand and your business? This is not about being perfect. This is about building consistency, confidence, and connection. 3 things that you absolutely need to win in this industry. By the end of this training, you're going to know what the 30-day push is and why it works, what kind of content to post, how to build stamina and make social media feel easier, and how to measure your success and keep going. So, a 30-day push is a personal commitment to show up daily on social media with intention. You don't need to post 10 times a day, but you do need to show up daily. So think of it like training for a marathon. The goals of the push is to increase and build your visibility so that you stay on the top of people's minds. Number 2, it's going to help you to create trust. People start expecting value and your content when you're showing up regularly. It also helps you practice consistency. That is the number 1 predictor of long-term success over short-term success. That's also going to give you the ability to test your voice, and you'll be able to find out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You're not aiming to go viral. You're aiming to be known, seen, and trusted. So why does a 30-day push matter? We're going to break it down just a little bit here. Social media is a habit, not a hustle. Most people struggle with being seen because they're not consistent. A push creates momentum and rewires your brain to make showing up feel natural and not forced. Next, the algorithm loves consistency. Platforms reward accounts that show up regularly, whether that's daily, weekly, as long as you've got that schedule going, platforms recognize and see that. But more posting equals more data and a better reach. Your audience learns to trust you and they see that you're serious. The next thing it's going to do for you is help to build your confidence. The more you post, the more you learn. You stop overthinking and you just start doing. You learn your strengths, whether it's talking to the camera or writing captions or maybe showing products. Then lastly, it's going to help you to create your personal brand. 30 days of stories, posts, lives, and reels equals people starting to recognize you. You are no longer just a seller, but now you've become someone that they can connect with. So what's the plan? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You need a system. Here's a simple weekly content rhythm to repeat 4 times. And there's you a month worth of content. So this is something that we've talked about several times in our team chat, is doing like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of thing. So I'm going to give you an example here of breaking it down by the days of the week. So Monday motivation, quotes, story, your story in particular, goal setting. One of the things about your story is you don't realize, and this is something that I didn't realize until here recently, you don't realize how much your story will impact the next person down the road. You don't know. Even if it seems simple and boring and all the things, you don't know how much your story can impact the next person down the road. Maybe on Monday, set some goals and share some of those goals that you've set for yourself for the week. Tuesday, tips, makeup hacks, product tutorials, lifestyle tips even. On Wednesdays, maybe a little behind the scenes. Show your routine, your business life, the messy middle. Everybody talks about how they struggle on Wednesday. It's hump day. They're, trying to make it to the weekend. Well, show your messy middle. On Thursday, testimonials and results. Maybe your results, customer stories, or in the graphics group, we have lots of photos from other FIs. So grab those, share those. That's why we have the graphics group. On Friday, family or fun. Get personal, show your real life. Any kind of fun aspect you've had in your week, share that. Show that you're not stuck in the mundane, I guess. And then on Saturday, we're going to sell with heart. Highlight a product or a bundle or an offer that you can talk about all day. Then on Sunday, we're going to tell a story or do some self-care. Give a little reflection, some reset, faith, rest, whatever it is that you choose to do on Sunday, share a little bit of that. Then for daily stories, share your face every day, minimum once. Now, I'm personally going to be using this outline myself for the next 30 days. So if you want it and you want to do it with me, we'll get to that in the end. Talk, show, poll, and engage, all in your stories. Most importantly, use call to actions in at least 50% of your stories. So ask them to go do something. Ask them to take the skincare quiz on your website. Ask them to sign up as a customer on your website. Ask them to sign up for your email list or send you info so that you can send them samples or anything, but make an ask. Alright, and then you're going to want to do a live video or reel at minimum 2 to 3 times a week. Oh, make sure I didn't get lost. Okay. So, this is going to give you the ability to focus on value, tips, teaching, and transformation. Don't stress, go raw, real, and relatable. As you see right now, I don't have my face on. Did I use my pharmacy this morning? Yes, but did I come screaming at you about that right now? No, because the topic is something else. I am here in my raw, real, usual self, and that's where you've got to begin. You've got to put your foot in the water as you are who you are. So now let's talk for just a little bit about building stamina. What is stamina, for one? Stamina is the ability to keep going even when your motivation fades. You don't need more motivation. What you need is systems, scheduling, and self-discipline. So how do you build that? Batch your content in advance. Melissa done a great training not too long ago on batching content. You can also use templates or prompts. You don't have to start from scratch daily. I love Canva. If you type anything you want into Canva, it'll give you a general idea and then you can edit it. I love Canva so much. I paid for Pro Mode in Canva because it is very much worth it to have those templates. As a matter of fact, most of the graphics here in the group, Canva. Alright, next you're going to want to celebrate the wins. So post your wins, small wins. Thank you for your order. Thank you so-and-so for helping me do this. Every small win, every step you make is important to you, and it's also important to your business and your business partners. So utilize that. Then you're going to want to track your engagement. So we are doing all the things. We're doing this push. We're pushing every day, 30 days, right? content. And it doesn't have to be all pharmacy content. It doesn't have to be all pharmacy related. But you should put your pharmacy content in there. So, track your engagement on all these things that you're doing. You can go into your insights if you've got Pro Mode and see what exactly is going on with each of the different type of posts you make and see what performs best and where you can utilize your efforts the best. And this is going to bring me to the next point, which is avoiding burnout. So when you batch your content, you check your insights to see what content works best. You can utilize that information to work smarter and not harder and avoid the burnout. So you want to aim for like 80% done over 100% perfect. You wouldn't want to run a marathon without training. This push is your training ground. It's about strengthening your content creation muscle. So, we've talked about doing this. But now, why are we doing this? How does this help our pharmacy businesses to continue to grow? Every post, every story, every reel is a touch point. And in sales, people need 7 to 15 touch points before they buy or join you. A 30-day push accelerates the cycle. It's not magic, it's math plus momentum. 30 days equals 30 plus posts. Add the daily stories, that's 60 touch points. Add live videos and reels, and now you're multiplying real impact. You start to become a trusted voice, and people buy from those that they know, like, and trust. So, let's talk about tracking our progress and staying motivated. Use a simple tracker. I have one, I actually just put it away in my pharmacy notebook. I have one that I've shared here that you guys are more than welcome to use. There's a couple in the Google Drive for the group, but this is the one that I created and shared here already. It is a weekly tracker, and it gives you the daily checklist, people to message this week, weekly goals, daily affirmations. And these are all things that you can go through, and maybe you want to edit it up, maybe you want to change it to fit more what you have the abilities to do. That's okay. I also have a daily habit tracker that I'm going to post. I may be able to upload it to the files here, but it'll definitely go to the Google Drive. And there's like 30 marks on there, and you can track for the month what things you do every day. So, simple trackers, simple and easy. But did you post today? Did you show up in your stories? Did you do any engagement? How did it feel? Was there any sales or enrollments? And then at the end of 30 days, look at your follower growth, how your engagement increases, what your sales and leads done, and what it's done for your confidence level. So, after we do a 30-day push, what do we do next? Okay, we finished up the 30 days. So, we're gonna try to keep the momentum up and keep going, right? So now you keep going in that same kind of way, but at your own pace. Use that 30-day rhythm as your new normal. Maybe you scale to 5 days a week, or you can keep up the 7-day rhythm, but with more batching. Most importantly, don't stop just because the push ends. This isn't a sprint, it's the new standard. This push will stretch you, but it will also help to shape you. When you commit to 30 days, you're not just showing up for your audience, you're showing up for yourself, for your business, for your brand, and for your belief in what is possible. So, let's talk about the challenge. Starting tomorrow, me personally, and you can join up with me, I'm going to start the 30-day push. I've already got products picked out that I would like to use, and kind of an idea of where I'm wanting to head with it. And if you need help, accountability, prompts, or anything, or anything, let me know. I've got you. We can do this together. So, comment down below, push, if you're going to join me in doing the 30-day push to help grow and advance your business. It's not a requirement. Nothing in here ever is. Just things that we can share, that we can do together. And I think maybe Miss Candace may come in later with another live video that pertains to information from this live video. So stay tuned for that. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And I'm going to go back to the comments now so I can see if anybody had any questions or anything to allow. And like I said, this entire document will be going up in the Google Drive as well as the habit tracker. It's a blank habit tracker, so you can write in whatever it is you want to. It kind of looks like a teacher's roll sheet, if we're going to be honest. So it's got a bunch of empty spaces here where you write what you want to track, and then a bunch of little boxes over here that you can check off and color in. And there's something about the satisfaction of coloring in a tracker that really helps to motivate some people, me included. I'm some people. All right. I hope you all have a great afternoon, and I can't wait to see what comes out of this 30-day push.